Hello everyone out there, it's Libra Finesse here, back with another video. Actually, this will be part 2 to Ask Libra. A couple months ago I did part 1 because I received like maybe 43 questions. I opened my email up, readthislibra@gmail.com, and I received many questions from people all around who watch my channel. Even if they're not subscribers, they viewed my channel and liked the content, so they sent questions to my email. So shout out to all you guys. I'm going to do my best to not mention names because some people wanted to remain anonymous, and then shout out to the people that did. They put their name on there, and I was like, okay, I'll definitely shout you out in the video. So that's that. But before I do start, I want to say thank you to all my subscribers. Welcome if you're new to my channel, and if you're returning, thank you. I appreciate it. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. All my videos, they're amazing. I want to also give a shout out to Denise Lee Kinsler. She is running for city councilwoman in Dade County in Florida, if you guys don't know where that is. And she has a channel on YouTube, which I watch a lot of her videos because she's talking about things that are going on in the community. And a lot of these communities around the world, the communities for us dark-skinned, brown-skinned people, we need resources. We need support in the community. So she's really pushing for, things that are available in other communities need to be available in the communities that we live in. And also talking to the people in office, the higher ups that don't necessarily reside in the community, but if you're for the people in that community, you definitely need to make resources available to them. Just have more things available to the people in the community. So shout out to Denise Lee Kinsler. You guys check out her channel. This glare is too much on my glasses. I can't. I feel like I look cockeyed. So anyways, definitely check out her channel. I also want to give out a shout out to Naturally Case in Point. She has a YouTube channel. Definitely check that out. Great content on that channel. Another YouTube channel you should check out is Trentis Henderson. I've been following him on Instagram and I follow him on YouTube, and his content is really good. Just a lot of positive stuff. He also has a website. You have to go to his channel and find his website. I believe it's the livingrealm.org, but he offers services. He does life coaching. He offers meditations, just different things that people need. Last but not least, I want to give a shout out to Earth and Escapes on IG. She has amazing products. Like, I use her products mainly on my face because I'm a woman who has, that time of the month thing going, and a lot of times I'll have acne during that time. And then growing up, I had eczema and I suffered from acne. And she has products like she has soaps, toners, moisturizers, but my favorite is the green tea dark spot corrector. I used it, and like within the first 3 weeks, I can see a difference in my skin. Just my skin was glowing. Like I had that pregnant glow, and no, I'm not pregnant, but my skin was just glowing, and I got a lot of compliments. So I would tell people, oh, you got to check her out. Her products are affordable, and it's just good stuff. And I would love to see those products in the stores on the shelves. But until then, place your order with her. Her IG page is Earthen Escapes, EARTHEN Escapes, ESCAPES Escapes. Really good product. And shout out to the women that don't really wear makeup. Like, I'm good. I'm okay with if you beat your face, you beat your face. That's your business. But me personally, I don't beat my face. And everybody who knows me knows that I don't wear makeup. I don't own concealer. I don't own foundation. I don't even think I have mascara. You can check my makeup bag is like stuff for my eyebrows, maybe eyeliner, lip gloss, and like just miscellaneous things like Q-tips and stuff like that. My makeup bag is not the normal makeup bag. Like women carry around a whole bag for their makeup. That's not me. And I like that I'm able to just wash my face and go. I don't have to, oh, if I'm going on a date, oh, it's gonna take me 2-3 hours to beat my face. No, I can just take my shower, iron my clothes, bam, I'm out the door. So shout out to Earth and Skates for that. And shout out to the women that'll get on camera with no makeup. I'm all off topic, but another YouTube channel I follow, Olivia Love, she will get on camera with no makeup. And I like that about people, because a lot of women, they won't come out the house without makeup, let alone come out the bedroom without makeup. And that's not me. Like, hey, this is me. You like it? You don't? It is what it is. But shout out to all those people. Definitely go check out the IG pages and the YouTube channels that I mentioned. Good content. So let's get into Ask a Libra. So my first question, I have this because I need to mark off everything, so I'm not reading the same questions that I read last time, and then I'm not reading the same questions this time, so bear with me. The first question from Tony in Huntsville, Alabama. Do you like to cook? No. Everybody who knows me, no, I don't like to cook. And as you can see, the kitchen's behind me. No, I don't like to cook, but I know how to cook. Like, I'm 36 years old. I know how to cook, and I just don't really care for it. Like, my parents are really big on cooking. Shout out to my mom and dad. They can throw down in the kitchen. I don't like the preparation and all that. I just like to eat the food. I don't like to do all the from scratch and la 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 and rolling and kneading and popping and picking green beans. I don't like to do all that. I just like to eat the food. But I will cook. I know how to cook, because they say that the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. I think that's more for the older generation of men. Even now, men like to eat. Don't get me wrong, men like to eat now. But I know women, like they say in that song, Cardi B, I don't cook, I don't clean, but she still got the ring on this finger. I don't know if men are checking for that. Like, I can get down in the kitchen. Don't get it twisted, because some bitches don't even know how to boil water. I can boil water. I can do all of that. I can cook a pot roast, fried chicken, macaroni and cheese from scratch. I can boil and peel yams. I can cook. I know how to follow directions, and I know how to put my own little twist on things. But some bitches can't cook. They don't clean. And dudes are still checking for them. So I don't know about that. But yeah, I know how to cook. But I'm just saying that term, the key to a man's heart is through his stomach. Is it? Let me know in my email. Thanks, Tony. So next question. Is from Lisa in Sitka, Arkansas. What could you live without? The internet. I didn't grow up with it. I'm an 80s baby. We didn't have internet coming up through the 80s. We was outside riding bikes, skating, playing hide and seek. We just made up games to play. I remember being at my grandparents' house with my cousins. We come up with games to play. Like, it wasn't no internet. I'm gonna sit on my video game all day. It was none of that. You get your ass up and go outside and slam that screen door if you want to. Run in and out if you want to. You're gonna be stuck inside. So how many of y'all remember that? Ooh-wee. But I can live without the internet. I really can. I feel like so many people get just too engulfed in it. Like, they have to, like, before they get out of bed, they're like, oh, I gotta see what's going on Instagram, or I gotta see, I gotta check out YouTube, or I gotta check my Twitter, and I gotta see my followers and stuff like that. I'm not that type of person. Like, I barely just got into social media, so, and I'm still not big on it. Like, I have social media, but I'll go days without checking it, and I have to remind myself, okay, you have a business page, you do need to be checking up on that stuff. And then I'll go into my personal page and stuff, but I can live without the internet, Lisa. Thank you. Good question. Jose from Key Biscayne, Florida. My favorite hobby. I like swimming and skating, but I like skating more. So my favorite hobby is skating. Thanks, Jose from Key Biscayne. Appreciate that. This person they want to remain anonymous. Are you clean or messy? I'm pretty clean. Like, it just depends on the day of the week. Like, if I don't feel like doing the dishes, of course I have my kids do them. As far as my room and stuff, my living room and stuff like that, my bathroom has to remain clean. Like, I cannot stand going to people's house and like their living room's not clean, their bathroom's not clean, their kitchen is not clean. It's like, bitch, you know I was coming, right? Because I'm not the pop-up chick. Like, I don't pop up at people's house. So you know I was coming, right? Why didn't you pick this shit up? Like, I cannot stand doing that. And I was talking to my daughter the other day. She went to stay the night at one of her friend's house. Well, her friend's sister. So her and her friend went to stay at the girl's sister's house. And my daughter was like, when it was time to take a shower, she wanted to shower in her Crocs. And all y'all know what Crocs are, those shoes that they're like sandals, but they're kind of enclosed, but they're not because they have holes and stuff in them, and then they have a flap in the back or whatever. I'm like, the bathtub was that nasty? Like, I would have been calling my mom, come get me. I'm ready to come home. Like, no, I'm not. I don't do nasty because it makes me uncomfortable. I can't even sleep if my house is nasty. Like, so I feel like I'm pretty clean. Like, I'm not just OCD with it clean. Like, oh my God, there's a spot right here. I gotta get it off. Like, no, I'm not that type of clean. I can be, but I'm not all the time. But for the most part, I'm clean. I don't know. Well, hell, would somebody admit to being messy? Because some people think they clean and their house is dirty as hell. So, I don't know. My house is pretty clean. I'll give you guys a tour one day. But for the most part, my place is pretty clean. So, good question. From Bridgeport, Connecticut. What did I have for dinner last night? We had steak last night, and it was amazing. Muy delicioso. It was so good. And then we had pasta and vegetables with it. It was amazing. Like, I think that's weird. People want to know what I had for dinner last night. Like, I'm no shade. Like, I like the questions, but dinner last night, hey, it is what it is. Steak with pasta, and then like grilled. I can't say steamed veggies. They were grilled, and a glass of wine. Or I should have saved the bottle. It was a Stella Black, and I haven't had that one before, but everybody knows I like Stella, so that Stella Black is on point though. Y'all gotta check that out. Good question. Next question. April from Norfolk, Virginia. How are you really? I don't know. Like, I guess from what I take from that question, you want to know like my personality. Like, what is my personality like? Pretty witty at times. Like, I don't feel like I take things too serious. But at times I do. Like, I don't know. It just depends on what day of the week you catch me and, like, what kind of day I'm having. But how am I really? Pretty much laid back. Like, I don't like drama. I don't like to argue. I will argue, like, to drive my point home. If I feel like, you know, if I'm feeling like I need to be heard and you're not hearing me, sometimes it will be an argument because I feel like, okay, I need to drive my point home. I need to make sure you're understanding what I'm saying. So, but for the most part, I'm pretty chill. But I have my times. Like, I've been called a bitch. Like, ooh, you acting like a straight bitch. And my next question would be like, okay, but do you understand this bitch? That's my thing. Like, do you understand? Yeah, okay, I'm a bitch moving right along. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Like, am I getting my point across? So, but for the most part, I'm pretty laid back. I'm pretty laid back for the most part. Thank you. Good question. From South Haven, Missouri, Keyshawn, I believe that's his name. Oh, I don't know if that's a girl or a boy. My bad. Keyshawn from South Haven, Missouri. One thing you like to change about yourself. Ooh. Clutch my pearls if I had any on. I can be naive at times. Like, oh my gosh. I'm a Libra, duh. And I feel like a lot of Libras can be airheads. I read this post, okay, on Instagram the other day, and they were talking about how Libras are slow. And I'm like, nah, we're not slow. We just, okay, me personally, when I'm having a good time and I'm feeling somebody, yeah, I'll ignore red flags. That doesn't make me slow, because I'm very intelligent, but I don't like confrontation. I don't like to argue. So I will be naive to a lot of things, but then when I've had enough, it's like, okay, the shit then got to here, so it's time to, not necessarily explode, but it's time to get some things off my chest. And when shit has gotten up here, it might come off like just an explosion. It might erupt. I might erupt like a volcano, but I don't mean to, but it's because I've had it up to here. And hell, that's the boiling point for most people. So some people is here, some people is here, but mine is, I take a lot. But if I can change one thing about myself, I wouldn't be as naive. And I can change that. I just wouldn't be naive because I believe everything. Like, I have to think about some of the stuff I believed, like, in the past. I'm like, damn, you fell for that? Really? But hey, we live and learn. I don't live with regrets, so I don't feel bad about anything I've ever done. Some things I do feel bad about is the way I've done. I'm like, okay, I could have went about that different, but head on the issues that needed to be addressed or whatever was going on. No, I don't feel bad about it. It's just, hey, next time I know, hey, address it different. Approach is, I feel like everything is with approach things differently. If I approach things differently, maybe I'll have a different outcome. I look back on some things and I'm like, well, hell, I could have approached it differently and it probably wouldn't have went south the way it did, but it did. So we can't take back 3 minutes ago. Like, I can't take back the things that I said in the beginning of this video. You just kind of gotta roll with it. I'm more like a go with the flow type person too. So yeah, I would change being naive about things. Like, put more thought into things, not just, okay, they said it, take it for face value because they said it. No, just put more thought into things. Good question. Okay, Alexandria from Allentown, Pennsylvania. What do you expect from relationships? Ew, the dreaded relationship question. I expect what I give out. And I give love. I give honesty. I give respect. So I expect those things in return, but as of lately, like talking to different people, friends and just other people, even family, like a lot of people have pointed out to me, like, just because you give it doesn't mean somebody's gonna give it to you. So you just give it, just be you, just do you, and hopefully it comes back in return. But if it doesn't, like, don't look for it. Like, now in my life, I'm 36, and people are telling me, like, don't have such high expectations. And I'm like, why not? Like, I get it because that makes letdown harder when you have higher expectations. But I expect from people what I give them. So I expect, like, sometimes I expect mirroring results. Like, if I'm giving you loyalty, love, and ecstasy, I expect the same from you. For me, like, I expect you to give that to me, and a lot of times it don't come like that. And then we're human, we're all unique. So the way I love or show attention and affection may not be the same way the next person would. And I'm learning that too. Like, not get what you can get, but understand people's love languages. I don't think I know all 5. I have the book too, but I don't know all 5 because I haven't read it in a while. But I know it's some love language is quality time, some's gifts, some's affirmations. Some people's love language may be touching, like, I have to go back. Don't quote me on that, but we're all different. So I feel like in a relationship, we should try to learn each other's love language so that we're able to accommodate that person, not just going in eyes wide shut, like, okay, I got this, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do the same shit that I've done in my past relationships. And obviously, if those didn't work, why would you carry that? Like, I feel like every day is a new day, and it's an opportunity for us to do things differently, so I feel like if we go into a relationship like that, it probably would be longer lasting. I'm not saying anything's forever, because some shit just don't work out and people grow apart because we grow each and every day. I was trying to explain that to someone recently. Like, we grow every day. There's always room for improvement in our lives. So the 33-year-old me is not the 36-year-old me. I've grown. I've outgrown things, and I've grown to things. So I feel like if you can find somebody in a relationship that you guys can grow together, and I'm not saying every inkling of the relationship you're gonna grow together, but for the most part, if you guys can grow together and stay on that path, it'll be great. And even if you learn how to fight with that person, not physically, but like they say, pick and choose your battles. Learn how to fight with that person. Learn how to compromise with that person. That's what I look for in a relationship too, compromising. Because no, we're not always going to do what I want to do. No, we're not always going to do what you want to do. We have to meet in a middle ground somewhere. We have to meet in a middle ground. Like, okay, well, we did what you wanted to do last time. Can we do what I want to do this time? Or vice versa. We did what I wanted to do last time. Can we do what you want to do this time? Like, I look for so many things in a relationship. And I think everybody should. You shouldn't just go into it like relationship hopping. Like, okay, that didn't work, so I'm gonna get into this one. This one didn't work, so I'm gonna hop to that one. That one didn't work, so I'm gonna hop to that one. Like, no, I don't feel like that's a formula for success. So I guess to sum it up in a nutshell, what I look for in a relationship and what I expect in a relationship is what I give. So I'm giving love, I'm giving passion, I'm giving respect, I'm giving loyalty, all of those things, just all down the list. That's what I expect from a relationship. That's another topic, because that's a good question. I mean, a lot of people expect different things, and I feel like if we ask that question early on, like, hey, okay, we've been talking for a while, what do you expect from this? Like, what do you expect from this moving forward? If we ask people that up front, and we get like, okay, this is their list, this is what they expect, this is what they want, and we try to accommodate those things, relationships will be a lot better in the world. Wouldn't be so much cheating and lying and all that other stuff that comes along in relationships sometimes. From Burlington, Vermont, James from Burlington, Vermont asked, what's my favorite 3-word sentence? Ooh. That depends on what kind of day I'm having, because a 3-word sentence, my favorite 3-word sentence, depending on the day of the week, could be I love you. And, you know, catch me on a Tuesday and I done had a long day and you talking about some shit I don't give a fuck about. It could be kiss my ass or fuck all that. You know, it just depends. I don't have a favorite one-liner or a favorite 3-word sentence. It depends on what kind of mood I'm in. You know, if I'm in a chill mood, okay, you know, hey, it is what it is. But if I've had a long day and you talk about some shit that I could care less than a fuck about, kiss my ass. That'd be my favorite line, especially when somebody makes me mad. Kiss my ass. That's the first thing that'll probably come out of my mouth. Piss me off, kiss my ass. So, James from Burlington, Vermont. That's a good question. Thank you. Manchester, New Hampshire, Jessica. Last thing you search for on your phone. Excuse me, Jessica? All in my business? I might have to exercise the Fifth Amendment on that one. The last thing I searched for on my phone, really? And I'm trying to be open and honest with y'all. Last thing I searched for on my phone? Well, today I had to help my dad set up a sound bar, like his Bluetooth for his sound bar, so he can get on his phone and everything too. So the last thing I searched today was how to set up Bluetooth sound bar on a Philips TV. That's the last thing I searched today. Now catch me, had you asked me 2 days ago, had I did this video 2 days ago, Jessica, you would have got the knit grit. But we're gonna keep it PG-13 today, and that was the last thing that I searched on my phone today. That's a really good question, and that's personal, but it's funny. It's super funny. I can't say that'll be for tomorrow, so I'll probably read that one again in the part 3 of this, because that's a good question. And I want to know from y'all too, what's the last thing you searched in your phone? You got some nasty folks out here. I'm just kidding. Let me take my mind out together. But no, for real, like, people search some weirdo, some outlandish ass shit in their phones. Like, you'd be amazed. But hey, no shade. You know, we're all adults, so it is what it is. I'm not going to tell you what I searched for 2 days ago, but I'll read that question again on part 3, Jessica. Thanks, from Burlington, Vermont. Okay, I guess this will be my last question. And this is from Parksburg, West Virginia. Tayshawn. Tayshawn, yeah, that could be a woman or a man. So I apologize. You didn't want to remain anonymous, but I don't know if Tayshawn is a woman or a man. Excuse me. So from Parksburg, West Virginia. Story about me. If there were a story about you, if there were a story written about you, who would you be in the story? So who would I be in the story? I feel every story has a hero, a villain, and a hoe. And I can play all 3. Since we keeping it real with each other, I feel like every story has a hero, a villain, and a hoe. And it depends on what the basis of the story is. I can be the hero. Depending on what time of the year it is, I can be the villain. Or depending on who's starring in the story, I could be the hoe. Just, you gotta pick and choose. You gotta pick and choose your parts and play your part well. That's a very good question. And I would like feedback on that one in my email. Send me an email and let me know. That's a really good question. If there were a story written about you, what role would you play in it? And me, I just picked those 3, but other people may say, okay, I'll be the pastor in the story. I'll be the mother of the story. I'll be the grandmother in the story. I would be the community leader in the story. Shout out, Denise. It depends. It just depends. So what role would you play in your story? It don't have to be a hero, hoe, or a villain. I just said that because that's just where my mind goes. It's Libra finesse here. Y'all know how it is. But again, I want to give a shout out to everyone who sent me an email with these questions. I really appreciate it. I love getting on camera reading it, and I know it took me some time to get back on here. Just been busy with other things, but I promise to get back on here, because in my other videos, people would say, oh, we like the content, but you know, you don't show your face. And I guess that's what it's about nowadays. People want to see the face behind the voice, and that's understandable. I get it. I totally get it. Usually I'll have my glasses on because a bitch can't see without them, but the glare from this light here is like, it's crazy. So I took them off for this. But that's about it. I will do a part 3 in a couple weeks. Again, please like, share, and subscribe to videos. Feel free to comment, whether it's in the comment section below, or whether you reach me on my email, which is readthislibra@gmail.com, or you can catch me on IG, Read This Libra. Until next time, toodles. Take care, everyone.